Hey everybody, this is Death by D4 and welcome to my guide on how to get an insane amount of hit points in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. There's a lot to go over, so be sure to subscribe and let's dive right on in. First off, allow me to preface this video by saying that I will not be taking magic items into consideration. There's basically no guarantee that you'll ever be able to actually find any specific magic item during every campaign. Because of this, we'll just be looking at all the factors that remain in control of the players during most endgame sessions. Now, when you're creating your character, the first thing that you should do is pick the Hill Dwarf race, as that will not only give you a +2 bonus to your Constitution score, but it will also get you Dwarven Toughness, which gives you a bonus to your maximum hit points total based on your character's level. Next, pick the Barbarian as your class, as this class not only has the largest hit die available to you, but also allows your Constitution score to hit 24 once you reach 20th level. Yes, I know that's a bit of a ways off, but this is what you sign up for when you're doing something ridiculous like this. Now let's just assume that you happen to roll a perfect 18 for your stats. If you didn't, don't sweat it, as you'll have plenty of ability score increases later to fix that. Anyway, pop that 18 on over into your Constitution score. Now with your +2 bonus from your race, that means you already have a maximum Constitution score of 20, granting you a +5 modifier. That means you'll have already secured yourself a hit point total of 18 at first level. I know that may not sound like a lot right now, but that's actually pretty remarkable for first level. Now, as you level up, you'll probably want to take the average roll on your hit dice just to guarantee the HP total doesn't randomly dip below your expectations. Yes, you could still roll, but the odds of you rolling higher than 7 are actually stacked slightly against you, meaning that you're actually more likely to end up below that average over time. Either way, it's your choice, but I would recommend just taking the 7. Once you reach 4th level, you'll gain your ability score increase, which you may or may not need in order to get your Constitution score to 20. When you no longer need to, opt for the Tough feat instead, as that will grant you an extra 2 hit points per your character's level. At this point, you should have a hit point total of 79 with a rollable range of 55 to 99. Ask a friend to cast the Aid spell on you, and that'll raise your hit point total up to 84 with a rollable range of 60 to 104. Yes, that means it's theoretically possible, though quite unlikely, to break 100 hit points at only 4th level, which is kind of insane if you ask me. Now, once you finally reach 20th level, you'll get Primal Champion, which will boost your Constitution score up to 24. With the added +2 to your Constitution modifier, that means that your hit point total will now be a staggering 304, with a rollable range of 190 to 399. Ask a friend to cast the Aid spell on you at 9th level, and that raises your hit point total up to a ludicrous 339, with a rollable range of 225 to 434. This number is actually just absurd. Heck, if you take the Totem Warrior as your Barbarian subclass and pick the Bear Spirit, you gain resistance to all damage types aside from Psychic, which basically means that for all intents and purposes, your hit point total is just doubled. That means you have a ridiculous theoretical hit point total of 678 with a rollable range of 450 to 868. Just to put that into perspective, that's basically the same HP total as the goddamn Tarrasque. Yes, the Tarrasque, arguably the tankiest monster ever known to exist. After this point, basically proceed to milk your DM for his tears, as there will be almost nothing he can do to actually kill you. And that's it. That's everything you need to know in order to get an insane amount of hit points in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Is it possible to go even higher than this? Probably. That's where I'm going to throw it back to you guys. Do you know of a way to get yourself even more hit points? Let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to support the channel, be sure to give this video a like and consider supporting me over on Patreon. Patreon supporters gain access to my patron-only server over on Discord, where you can join in on my games and chat with me and other patrons about everything D&D related. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't, and if you're interested in seeing more videos of mine, here's one right up over here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next video.